Get ready to shout because we are talking about the Queen City Shout Festival. Joining us right now is the founder, Eddie Gumucio. Eddie, thanks for joining us.
Hello, thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure sitting down because this is your 11th year doing this festival. And you have a lot going on with this. Can you tell our viewers who may not be familiar with this, when it's taking place, where it's taking place, and what all they can expect?
Sure. So it's taking place March 21st through the 27th. It's our first in-person week-long event, Monday through Sunday. And it's also our first time in person where we've expanded. It's originally been up on Commercial Street. And we are now going to be in 3 neighborhoods, downtown, historic C Street still, and the Roundtree District. At the first part of the week, we've got some programming scheduled with movies and art. So we're working with the Creamery Arts Center through the Springfield Regional Arts Council. And then also the Moxie Cinema is going to be showcasing some films as well as the Cellar. You
have made a dedication to giving back to nonprofits, and part of the mission of this entire festival is that's baked into it, so to speak, with poverty relief. What nonprofits do you help, and can you speak more on behalf of that mission as well?
Absolutely. I like that baked into it. So we work with 6 different nonprofits. The idea started back in the day with the kitchen. We did a simple canned good drive. We work with Harmony House, Community Partnership of the Ozarks, Great Circle, Isabel's House, the kitchen, and OCAC. So our mantra is twofold. It's celebrate the arts, support poverty relief. So the whole idea of this event is to raise funds from the ticket sales and the merch sales. They all go to support these 6 nonprofits to support poverty relief in the Ozarks.
Well, Eddie, once again, thanks for joining us and sharing your passion with us.
Thank you very much for having me today.
And if you want more information, head to the link at the bottom of your screen. Also, go over to our Facebook page, search for KY3's The Place, and you can find more of this interview. But hold up, we're going to talk to Johnny McNeil from CPO right now.
The fighting of poverty in our community is something that's always been very close to CPO and what we do at our core. And so we were just excited to be a part of it. And so the experience is wonderful. We volunteer, of course, the other 6 nonprofits and those across the community can volunteer also. But you get there, it's live music, which is always I love being in the presence of live musicians. It's a great time. You kind of work the door, you mingle with the musicians, and everyone's there for that common goal of just fighting poverty. And so it's always just a great experience.
Now, you talked about volunteers. There's a need for volunteers right now, and you can get more information at the link at the bottom of your screen right now, which is the same where you can find more information about the festival. But Johnny, in terms of volunteers, what does that look like? What kind of roles will be available?
Sure, so really you basically work in the door, you're working the souvenir table. And so it's very simple. Really, you get to, the way we look at it, you get to have a great time by doing it and working out in the community with others. And you're just helping people if they want to purchase merchandise. So it's very simple, and you just get to listen to free music. We look at it as a win-win across the board.
That's a win-win in my book.
Yes, sir.
Now, lastly, we're talking about poverty. You mentioned this at the beginning, but this is a part of the mission of the festival itself. What's one example of how CPO is able to help in poverty relief through this festival?
Well, it worked really close and beautiful with CPO because of the Prosper Springfield initiative, which was to reduce the poverty rate here in Springfield, along with the second initiative was to attain secondary education for those in poverty also. It allowed us to get into the community, use these funds to help individuals and do research on why they couldn't get out of poverty, as far as maybe it was travel, being able to get back and forth to work, or even educational issues, or being able to maybe get some people in the OTC, or find ways for them to get out of poverty.
Doing some great work in the community. So Johnny, as always, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you can get more information again at the bottom of your screen. Don't miss Queen City Shout happening this week and ending this Sunday.